All right, Raiders Nation, buckle up, because we are diving headfirst into the biggest story rocking the silver and black right now. Max Crosby. The man, the myth, the absolute beast on defense. And after weeks of speculation, heart-stopping rumors, and a trade that almost sent shockwaves through the entire NFL, Max Crosby has, in a way, broken his silence. And it's coming from a very interesting source. His new teammate, Jalen Nailor. For those of you just tuning in, or perhaps still recovering from the emotional whiplash of the past few weeks, let's recap. The NFL trade deadline approached, and whispers turned into shouts about Max Crosby potentially being on the move. The Baltimore Ravens, a formidable AFC contender, emerged as a serious suitor. The thought of losing Crosby, our defensive captain, our heart and soul, sent a collective shiver down the spine of every single Raiders fan. Social media exploded. Talk shows debated. Was the franchise really considering trading away its most impactful player? The very idea felt like a betrayal to many, a sign that the team might be throwing in the towel on the current season, or, worse, on their commitment to building a winning culture around their stars. Ultimately, the trade did not materialize. Max Crosby remained a Raider, but the damage, or at least the lingering questions, persisted. How would Crosby, known for his fiery passion, his unwavering loyalty to the Shield, and his intense competitive drive, react to being shopped around? Would he feel disrespected? Would his commitment waver? These questions have been hanging heavy in the air, a dark cloud over what should be a period of focus for the team. And then, just 5 hours ago, a new voice entered the conversation. A voice that offers us a glimpse, perhaps the clearest one yet, into Max Crosby's mindset. That voice belongs to Jalen Nailor, the Raiders' new wide receiver. Nailor, in a recent interview, was asked about Crosby and how he's handling all this drama. And his response? It sent the fan base into an even bigger frenzy. Nailor stated quite plainly that Max Crosby is settled with his future in Las Vegas. Settled. A simple word, yet loaded with so much potential meaning, so much hope, and perhaps so much lingering doubt. So let's unpack this. Settled. What does that truly mean for a player like Max Crosby? Is it genuine acceptance, a renewed commitment to the silver and black despite the trade attempt? Or is it a more pragmatic understanding, a professional resignation to the fact that he's under contract and will continue to play his heart out, regardless of any perceived slights? Crosby is not just any player. He's Cosmo, a force of nature, a leader who wears his emotions on his sleeve. His entire persona is built around relentless effort and an almost spiritual connection to the game and his team. For him to simply be settled feels, to some, almost understated. Consider Crosby's history. He's been an absolute warrior for this team, playing through injuries, setting records, and consistently being one of the most dominant defensive players in the league. He signed a lucrative extension in 2022, signaling his long-term commitment to the Raiders. To then be dangled as trade bait, even if it was just a flirtation, must have stung. A player of his caliber, with his passion, expects to be treated as an untouchable cornerstone. So, when Nailor says he's settled, we have to ask, is it the kind of settled that comes from a place of renewed faith and understanding with the organization, or the kind that comes from a professional understanding of the business side of the NFL, where players are assets, not just people? Jalen Nailor, as a new teammate, likely has a fresh perspective. He's coming into a locker room where this drama has undoubtedly been a topic of discussion. His comments could be a genuine reflection of the vibe he's picking up from Crosby, a reassuring message to the fans. Or perhaps they are a carefully chosen statement to project stability and unity within the team, which is crucial, especially when facing adversity. It's important to remember that players are often encouraged to present a united front, particularly after internal turmoil. From the Raiders' perspective, keeping Max Crosby was non-negotiable for many fans and, arguably, for the integrity of the team. Head coach Antonio Pierce, who has clearly revitalized the locker room, understands the immense value of Crosby, not just as a player, but as a leader and culture setter. Losing him would have sent a devastating message about the direction of the franchise. So, ensuring Crosby feels valued, respected, and yes, settled, is paramount. The organization needs him to be fully bought in, not just physically present, but mentally and emotionally engaged, leading the defense with the same ferocious intensity he always has. But let's be honest, Raiders Nation. For a player like Max Crosby, who prides himself on being the ultimate competitor, the thought of potentially playing for another team, even if it didn't happen, can leave a mark. It's a reminder that the NFL is a business. Loyalty, while cherished by fans, often takes a back seat to strategic moves and financial considerations. So, while Naylor's comments offer a significant sigh of relief, they don't erase the underlying tension completely. The question isn't just if Crosby is settled, but how settled is he? And what would it take for that settled feeling to turn into something else, positive or negative, down the line? This entire saga highlights the complex relationship between star players, their teams, and the passionate fan bases that follow them. Max Crosby is more than just a player. He's an icon, a symbol of the Raiders' grit and determination. His future, his happiness, and his continued elite performance are inextricably linked to the team's success and the fans' hopes. The new information from Jalen Naylor is a crucial piece of the puzzle, offering a much-needed update to an anxious fan base. It suggests that, for now, the storm may have passed, and Cosmo is indeed focused on what matters most, dominating on the field. However, the NFL is a league of constant news cycles and evolving narratives. While Naylor's comments are encouraging, we must remain vigilant. Will Crosby himself address the situation more directly? Will the team make any moves to further solidify his long-term commitment and reassure him of his untouchable status? These are the questions that will continue to fuel discussions among Raiders fans for weeks and months to come. The saga, as we've called it, might have reached a temporary truce, but it's rarely truly over until the final whistle blows on a player's career. So Raiders Nation, what do you think? Do Jalen Naylor's comments fully reassure you? Do you believe Max Crosby is truly settled and ready to put this behind him? Or do you think there's still more to this story? Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. Your opinions are crucial to this conversation. If you want to stay on top of every single development regarding Max Crosby, the Raiders, and all the NFL drama, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We're here to bring you the latest news and the deepest analysis because you, the fans, deserve to be informed. Thank you for tuning in. And as always, go Raiders!